good, everyone? It's Ball here. It is currently 1:38. That's kind of what I do in the morning. I kind of just like, clean up. I play a little bit of Marvel Rivals because, I love the game still. Not a lot of people are enjoying it nowadays, but I still enjoy it because one, I love comic video games, and two, I don't know, there's just something about like, those hero type of games that I always do enjoy. So I usually play those in the weekends. And plus to me, it kind of feels very rewarding because, well, I've been working constantly throughout the week, sometimes not even playing Marvel Rivals or just any sort of type of video game. And I've been able to enjoy gaming a lot more because, I don't have to work in the weekends now. And by the time of this recording, this is actually my 5th weekend in a row where I actually didn't work the weekends. So I have now until 6, because that's usually when my family kind of gets together and like eat dinner, enjoy like some sort of film, because my family, the thing about my family is that like, we know we live very busy lives, so we kind of just like meet up at like certain round times. So like the weekends, we meet up at around noon for lunch, and then 6 p.m. we meet up for dinner, and then we watch like a movie downstairs and stuff like that. On my to-do list right now, I actually have to clean my room and then get some other stuff done as well. But I really want to clean my desk because if you guys have not noticed, my desk is just filled with stuff. The reason why there's a bunch of like napkins and sort of other things is because earlier I would just blow my nose, and that's kind of where that pile sort of came about. So I'm about to clean off all of that. And then another thing I want to clean, which some of you guys might think it's very gross. So earlier this week, I actually was dealing with an ingrown toenail situation. These are actually the clippers and the scalers, and I actually was able to get the piece. It's actually right there, but I don't know how disgusted a lot of you guys would be. I need to like clean this up and kind of just throw all this away. So it is going to be a lengthy process, but at least I will not be able to be disgusted every time I go into my room. And if we have any sort of time, we might actually vacuum the whole entire place from there. So yeah, let's go ahead and start cleaning up the room. Whew, take a look at that. I might need another spray, honestly. Still a little bit better, but wow, if you've never cleaned in a very long time, your stuff might look like that. All right, so I got the majority of the desks kind of cleaned off and everything. I'm still working a little bit on this area right here, but overall, this is probably the cleanest I've ever seen my desk in a very long time. I still got to clean this little bottom part, but after that, I'm going to put up my clothes, and I might get rid of all that, and then we might just call it a day for cleaning. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know where to put this thing.
Huh?
Yeah, it's probably not a good place to put that there. All right, so got the room pretty much at least cleaned to my standards. For a lot of you guys, you may be judging me on how I clean my stuff, but to me, as someone who lives in a filthy room for a very long time, I can actually walk on the floor. I actually can put stuff on my desk and everything like that. Like the decluttering of everything actually seems pretty nice to me so far, and it's been a while since I've also cleaned my PC too. Now the inside of the PC I do have to do at some point in time because it is very, very dusty, but I would arguably say it is now 2:30 and I still got a couple more hours left to do whatever I need to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my strategy while I'm watching Peacemaker. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like 2026 is looking to be a very crazy year for me. I mean, I said that last year, but that was because of like, you know, Battlefield Comics and traveling and stuff like that. But 2026, like we got a lot of comic book video games coming out. Obviously, we're going to be traveling a lot more with Battlefield Comics. This will be year 2 of Battlefield Comics. So I also want to plan on the event that like I'm going to be playing these games and stuff like that, and just, you know, consistent with content. I like more and more that like I think about like YouTube and, you know, doing deliveries, it makes me want to do YouTube even more, which it's very exciting because I've never had that feeling in a very long time. So it's exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and watch Peacemaker, and then I'm going to create my strategy as well. And just like that, I've been very locked in. I literally got my roadmap done. So basically what I like to do with my roadmap, you may not be able to see it, but essentially I write down everything that I'm wanting to do because in 2026, there's just going to be so many games like coming out in terms of the comic world. What I'm probably most likely going to do is I'm just going to play some Marvel Rivals for the rest of the hour, and I'm just going to let myself relax for a bit. It is now 9. I think I'm done for today. So yeah, I finished up basically everything that I needed to do today. I got to enjoy some Raising Cane's. In fact, I got the cup. I mean, chat, comment down below if you guys get any canes. So obviously I live near Houston, so University of Houston is what they're sponsoring. So, I mean, just some weird thing, maybe like you guys might find it intriguing. This is why I like my new plan, because I feel more productive, that I'm able to do a lot more things and kind of keep my head more focused than I've ever been. I felt like I can complete a lot more things than what I used to do with this weird go-getter, don't waste time, yada yada yada. So later this week I'm going to be releasing a finance video, so that way you guys kind of get like a gist of like basically what went down this month. So even though it's like 9:30, I mean, I used to stay up literally like around like 10, 11, 12, but I don't know about you, but I've been enjoying like sleeping in and then waking up like early, like around 5 or 6 in the morning. I've been a very much happier as a person, which I'm very excited about. Like me back in like July, complaining and all that, like it's kind of crazy now that like I went from being that like struggling to make more income and all that to now I actually have a plan. I'm executing that plan and I've been enjoying life a little bit more, not to the fullest, but I'm at least doing more things to where like I'm a bit more comfortable now. Maybe not as comfortable when I used to like DoorDash every single week, but you kind of get the gist of it. But the one thing I'll just say is you always need a plan. So I think I might start showing people that it is still possible to make quite a bit of money. Not like crazy money. I mean, I just show a realistic way of like actually like, you know, getting that money. So that way you don't feel burnt out and everything. So I do hope you guys enjoy, and check out this video right down over here that you may actually be interested in. It's basically me talking about like everything that I make in terms of like DoorDash and everything and that week's thing. Check it out.